gujia and sweets and color all around me. I can't wait to indulge, and I'm sure so can't you. So let's take you through what we've got lined up on this TVC Holi Special this morning. Everybody's scared of colors, but what should you be doing to keep your face, to keep your hair safe during Holi? What should be the Holi pre-game? We tell you on the program. Also, is it herbal or is it not? How to tell? We do a deep dive and tell you how to tell whether the color is actually good for you or is it just false marketing. And since it's Holi, it's not just about color and sweets, it's also got to do with music. And we have with us the next big thing in music, Gurman Singh Kohli in the studio with us. All right, so color, dance, music, vibrancy, jalebis, no thandai for us, but definitely some morning coffee because it's still morning, right? So all of these words come to mind when you think about Holi. What also comes to mind is about, especially when people who don't like color, is what to do when there is so much of color around you. Are you still going to lock yourself inside, or is there a safer way to actually enjoy this festival? One of the key things when we were discussing about today's program, even with the team, they said there are so many herbal colors we can use it. But then somebody else said, but how can you tell whether it's actually herbal or not? So we thought, let's just go to the experts. We have this question on our minds. I'm sure so do you. So watch this story to actually test it out this Holi, whether or not your color is herbal or is it just false marketing.
Happy Holi!
Dude, what have you done?
It's Holi.
I've been working on my skincare routine for a month now.
Come on, don't give me your skincare routine. These are herbal colors. Nothing is going to happen to you.
But how do you know that if it's herbal or not?
It is herbal. I saw it when I bought it. Okay, you know what? Wait. Let's leave it to the experts to tell you what is the difference between herbal and artificial colors.
The organic and herbal are made up of vegetables, herbs, flowers and edible materials, while chemicals are made up of lead, mercury, aluminum bromide, copper sulfate, etc. The texture between the organic and the chemical are the same. You cannot make it out, but it will be less vibrant and less shiny. The other thing is when we go to the market, how to make it out. Avoid taking the loose colors. Take a packed one. The ingredients are mentioned up. Or if you are taking the loose one, just take a pinch of color, dissolve in the water. So the organic one will dissolve easily, but the inorganic one will not dissolve properly. The organic will have a certain fragrance, but the inorganic one will have the fragrance of the chemical or the spirit or the petrol.
Okay, I understand that there's a difference. But herbal or artificial, there must be some kind of damage to the skin.
Fine, but do you really want to compromise on the fun that you can have on Holi?
But why hurt your skin for just 2 hours of fun?
Dude, I mean, okay, fine, okay. Let's find a common ground and let's ask the expert if he can give us, you know, a pre and a post Holi skincare routine.
Some bit of hardness will be there with the herbal one also, because you are sensitive to any kind of materials used in the or preservatives used in the herbal one. So you can have this kind of irritation, or you can have itching, or you can have dermatitis. Like use a good moisturizer on your skin, so that the skin, the moisturizer will act as a barrier between your skin and the color. You can apply coconut oil on your hair, or you can apply leave-in serum or conditioner on your hair. Take a good sunscreen, which are broad spectrum, at least SPF should be 530. So avoid using harsh soaps and all. Avoid using scrubbers or avoid using exfoliating your skin, so that it will again cause harm to your skin. Homemade remedies as such. You can use lemon to rinse off the color. You can use turmeric curd or sandalwood mixed properly and then apply, and then it can give you a soothing effect and remove the So my advice will be to better to cleanse it with a gentle cleanser, hydrate yourself, moisturize, and avoid playing with the chemicals based colors. Sorry.
Okay, I think this is enough for me to get reassured that I can play Holi too. But you must also know that playing Holi with synthetic colors is not just bad for your skin, but for the environment too.
You know what? On that, I completely agree with you. Synthetic particles can actually cause pollution to the environment.
On that note, happy Holi!
Happy Holi indeed. So now you have a trick. If you really want to test whether the color is actually herbal or not, actually mix it in some water. If it sort of blends in perfectly, it is herbal. If not, then you've probably have been scammed. But we obviously, you know, Ashwati and Sahil over there went and spoke with the experts, but we had some questions of our own. So let's introduce our expert in the studio, Dr. Vandana Punjabi, senior consultant dermatologist at the Nanavati Max Super Speciality Hospital in Mumbai, is here with us. And how lovely is she looking in those holy colors herself. Good morning, Dr. Vandana. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Very well. I must say, Dr. Vandana, is this the busiest time in the year for you, where people come after they've had a good time or before they want to come have a good time and ensure that nothing goes, you know, haywire? Like our friends in Money Control were also saying that why spoil your skin, why spoil your hair for just about a couple of hours of fun? But there is a safe way to play Holi as well. Could you share some tips with our viewers on particularly what to do with hair, since that's such a major issue? What to do? Some people wear bandanas, others find it very ugly to do so. They just want to go haywire, make fun reels, as that's the biggest trend these days, playing colors. So what do you recommend to be done with hair?
I do agree that you have to take care of your skin and hair. Even though you're going to be playing for a short time, you should see that your hair is tied, with a bandana or a scarf or a cap, so that, you're having the least exposure of the colors to your scalp, so that it doesn't cause irritation. One thing I would like to tell my viewers is that, avoid oil application. They can apply a light serum. A lot of times people apply oil on their scalp or hair, and this can cause irritation, folliculitis, because the hair is tied with the oil for a long time, and probably it's covered with a cap, and they are soaked with water. So that causes a lot of irritation. So they shouldn't be applying oil. A serum is good enough. And I think that works really well to take care of your hair when you're playing with the colors.
So
And
the
of course,
idea is to build a barrier, right? To build a
correct,
barrier on
correct.
your scalp and hair so that the chemical doesn't penetrate.
That's right.
That's the whole idea.
Yes, that's
Okay,
right.
okay. So when it comes to post care for hair, then what does one do? So you can be cautious and you can have some herbal colors and play just with that, but you can't control your friends and neighbors and family who will come and pour some pakka rang sometimes something else on you. So for those who can't help and get out of the situation, what should they do after they have been drowned in colors?
So I
For
think
hair.
when post care, for hair, right? This is for the skin. So for the hair, what we should do is apply a very mild sulfate-free shampoo for removing the color, and use a good conditioner. See, we have to understand the colors are not going to go away from the skin or hair immediately. If it's a pakka color, it's going to take its own time. It's going to take about a week, 10 days. So there's no point in scrubbing and rubbing the scalp or the hair or the skin. You're going to just cause more damage. So use a very gentle sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner, and just take care that you don't keep on washing it every day. So don't excessively wash your scalp. That will again irritate your scalp.
Right, right. So you're saying be then patient about it. Don't feel that you're going to go out, go into a shower and come back the same person. It's going to take its time, and there's no need to keep scrubbing it till the time it's off, because you're only irritating your skin more by doing that. Perhaps the same principles apply on the skin as well, Dr. Vandana, then.
Yeah, so it applies the same thing on the skin also. So on the skin, we use, as you mentioned, a micellar water to remove, the color from your skin very gently. Avoid rubbing, scrubbing. Be very gentle with your skin. And another thing that we should remember that a lot of times this colors can cause irritation. So make sure that you've already prepared your skin previously. As mentioned, we should be applying a good sunblock with a moisturizer. So what I've seen that people apply a lot of oil on their skin also. Or they're applying oil on their lips, they're applying oil everywhere because oil is a very Indian thing, and it causes a lot of allergies and folliculitis in our skin and hair. So we should avoid that, and I think that's important.
Yeah, you're right. Because also what happens is you end up eating a lot of sweets, a lot of greasy food, and that doesn't help your skin either. So breakouts post Holi is going to be, how does one deal with that then?
So breakouts post Holi, as I already said, not rubbing the skin, taking care, applying the right kind of colors, not scrubbing the skin. Even the eyes should be protected because the eye area can also get, irritated. And another thing is that, as mentioned, we should avoid, the threading, waxing, bleaching, all of the laser treatments. So I have seen people, they're going to be doing, they go to the salon, they do a facial, they do a bleach just 1 or 2 days prior, and then your skin is already sensitive because of using certain alpha hydroxy acids or beta hydroxy acids, and then the next day or 2 days later you're playing Holi in the sun, and causing all those allergies, the photo allergy, because there's a lot of
Yeah,
sunlight also. So you're not only having
yeah.
exposure to different kind of colors, you're scrubbing the skin, people are applying it all over your face, your eye area, and you already damaged, or the skin is already slightly disturbed because barrier is disturbed because of the facial or the laser or the threading or the waxing. So this should be avoided.
But what about getting a treatment after?
So again, after, we should wait for about at least a week till your skin has settled down. And this is especially applicable, what I've seen, for people who already have a sensitive skin. So people who've already got eczemas, or they've got some kind of a dermatitis, or they've got rosacea, they should consult their dermatologist a week prior, or 10 days prior, keep an appointment, check the do's and don'ts, as we are discussing, because later to correct the damage is, again, as you said, we can get allergies, we can get folliculitis, so then we are treating that as per need of the patient.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's a good tip to ensure that you're not taking any treatment on your skin before, at least about 3 to 4 days before and 3 to 4 days after you've played Holi. So if you really want to look super at any of your Holi Milan parties, please ensure you're only playing with herbal colors, and please ensure you have a good sunblock on. And importantly, and this is the tip I think everybody forgets, you have to keep reapplying the sunblock every 2 hours, because it loses its impact after that. So that's how you do it in middle of colors is something I don't have an answer to. So please figure it out and let
I don't
me
think that's
also know.
possible. I don't think you can apply it between the colors because you already have color
Yeah.
on your face, and that's not a good. That's not so. Better to play it. Have a short duration of
Huh,
your contact with the colors. You can enjoy elsewhere.
huh,
You can enjoy in different ways. So don't expose
yeah.
yourself too much for maybe more than an hour or 2 hours. I think that really helps.
Okay, if you can apply it, good for you. If you can't, God bless you as well. So the idea is, in middle of all of this, just remember to also have fun. The day is designed to sort of, they keep saying "Bura na mano Holi hai." So just remember that as well. Remember the spirit of Holi, but a bit of caution here and a bit of tips to ensure that you actually go out and have fun over there. So thank you, Dr. Vandana, for that.
You're most welcome.
All right, so in this Holi episode, we are obviously talking about what to do with your skin, what to eat, also what to hear, right? Music is such an integral part when it comes to Holi. And our next guest now, like we keep talking about here on the Breakfast Club, we want to support indie artists and people who have really come out on their own, who don't belong to big sort of record labels or not, but people who are just passionate about music, and artists like that are being appreciated so much more in our country. Today, we feature an artist called Gurman Singh Kohli. Now, Gurman started singing very early at the age of 6. and which was just about 11 years ago, right? So you can do the math on how old he is actually at the moment. Now, Gurman went through this whole grind of standing in queues for reality shows, trying to showcase his talent, trying to make it big in the industry. None of that happened. He also built a massive studio at home. But when everything failed, he got really disappointed and just quit social media. Then one fine day, he went to his car and in this emotional outburst that an artist gets, started strumming in his car and recorded it. That video, the one that you see on your screen over there, got viral. And today, he is a household sensation. So much so that he's now signed his first record as well and his first original song is now out. So without any further ado, let me say hello to Gurman who joins us here in the studio. Hi Gurman, how are you doing? Happy Holi.
Happy Holi to you as well. I'm doing good. How are you?
Very well and very excited to sort of have this conversation with you because I'm sure this Holi will have a whole new meaning. It's coming at so close to your first song being released as well. So before I say anything else, Gurman, you have to first tell us the journey so far. Like I said in my introduction as well, you almost gave it up.
My journey
And
has
one
been
fine day, social media, like it always does, surprised you.
Absolutely. My journey has been a great roller coaster for me. You know, I started at the age of 6, then with my parents, I started in like standing in queues of reality shows from day and night, from 6 a.m. in the morning till 11 p.m. at night, every day, doing all that grind. And after 7, 8 years, I started getting little bit of recognition. I made my own studio, and then I started in social media. I grinded for 3 years, made covers and everything, but I couldn't see the results. I got the appreciation, but at a very small level. So I gave up social media. Then after 6 months, one fine day, I just picked up my guitar, and there was a viral song going at that point. I thought of, using my writing skills as well. So I just wrote a self-written verse on that cover, and I just went to the car, I picked up my guitar, I recorded it, and I posted it in the very 10 minutes. So I threw my phone after that cover. I was so disappointed. But we were just having dinner at our house, and I just got a call from my friend. Bro, pick up your phone. He's like, pick up your phone and see Anup Jain just commented. I'm like, oh my god. And then overnight, my covers kept on going viral, and I got millions of views. People have started giving so much love, and I'm finally coming up with my first original, Aaja Mera Banke. So
super story there. We love hearing these stories of how social media and hard work and just determination and passion can really, be recognized in some form or the other. And now you have everybody from Ayushmann Khurrana to the biggest celebrities in Bollywood follow you, want to hear you, make requests as well. So before I make mine, I want you to first sing a couple of lines from your original for us.
absolutely. क्यों तेरी सारी रीझ पुगावा, क्यों तेरे मैं तरले पावा, मैं क्यों तेनू इन्ना चावा, दस दे तू की कहनी क्यों तेरे साए जो थे भुलाए, जाना वहाँ पे मैं चाहूँ क्यों, फिर क्यों मैं खोया रास्ता हूँ कब से लापता, राह कितना फासला अब दरमियाँ, है कोई राबता या फिर सब ख्वाब था, अब मुझको दे बता, क्यों ना मेरा तू आजा मेरा बनके, दुनिया को ये दिखा दे तेरे जैसा है यार नहीं, आजा तेरा बनके, दुनिया को मैं दिखा दूं मेरे जैसा है प्यार नहीं.
Oh gosh, that is so sweet, Gurman. And you've written the lyrics, you've sang as well?
I've sung this song, and the lyrics and composition are done by one of my friends. And okay, a fun fact about this song, that this song was recorded in just one take in about 3.5 minutes. And it was just a demo. We were like, let's try this composition. I went in my studio, I got the composition, I just sang it in one take, I sent it to him, and we got this output in about 7 days, and we were just amazed. We got a mail from Kanika Ma'am and Bajao Records. They wanted to do a song at the same time. We shared this song with them, and they were so happy. And within 15 days of everything, we shooted the video for the same. We got the song mixed mastered, and under the span of 1 month, this song is going to release now. So it's a complete change in everything.
Yeah. Your first original song, how old are you again?
I'm 17 right now.
Good Lord. So घर पे किसी ने बोला नहीं कि पढ़ाई लिखाई नहीं करता है गुरमन, ये क्या ऐसे तब से गाने के पीछे ही पड़े हो तुम?
मेरे पेरेंट्स मेरे से ज़्यादा सपोर्टिव हैं म्यूज़िक के अंदर. सो माई फादर, ही हैज़ बीन माई बिगेस्ट सपोर्ट. सो जब मैं रियाज़ नहीं करता था, जब मैं छोटा था, व्हेन आई वाज 10, 11, व्हेन आई वाज एट माई पीक लर्निंग एज, वो मेरे को 3 बजे रोज़ सुबह उठाते थे जस्ट टू प्रैक्टिस. आई यूज्ड टू प्रैक्टिस 8 hours to 10 hours a day, and that's how I have reached this level right now. पता था किसी ना किसी दिन तो फटना ही. We're just waiting for the day, and they didn't let me lose my hope and give up. So I feel like they're the biggest support behind everything, and they're the reason I'm getting recognition now.
So nice. So tell me, Gurman, what next? You have an original song now. You do a lot of covers, I know, for which you write the lyrics yourself. This one, of course, you're saying you wrote with the help of a friend. Are there some Bollywood wish lists? Are some actors who you hope to give your voice to?
Absolutely. I started my journey as an independent artist. I definitely want some of my favorite actors and some of my favorite singers to collaborate with me and be the voice behind their art and behind their acting skills. But one dream that I have always had is that I want people to act on my voice and not me singing on their acting skills. So I want people to change that perspective. I want to change that perspective in the industry that yes, artists should get that respect as well, and that they have the potential that उनके गानों पे भी लोग act करें, कि खाली ये ना हो कि Bollywood actors के under artists गाएं उनके ऊपर. So I want to change that, and I will try my best to do that in the industry, that I get calls from the celebrities
It's already
and they're like,
happening. The time to make that happen is now, Gurman. So many songs that go viral are then picked up in series, are then picked up in movies. So this is such a great time to be an artist in the country. And we keep talking about how negative social media is, but this is also how so much of talent is spotted as well. So on that note, if you had to sing one song which should sort of resonate your journey, resonate your passion for music, which one would that be?
Okay, so I'll just hum a few lines of my own original, which is not released yet, but I can definitely hum some of the lines. So,
Oh, that's nice.
so this song was written by me about 2.5 years ago, and this is like one of my most favorite writings. So. मम्मी की मार से जब रोते थे, साथ कमरे में सोते थे, याद तुझको वो बातें क्या, अब हर सा हो गया, तुझे याद आई नहीं, पलकों से अरमां यूं खो गए, अब गले लगा दे कभी, तेरी खैरियत की आशा में आंखें बंद करके भगवान में तुझे ढूंढता रहता हूँ. ओ यारा वे, ओ मेरे यारा वे, ओ मेरे यारा, मेरा संसार तू.
beautiful. How old were you when you wrote this?
I was about 13, 14 when I wrote this. So this song resonates a lot of my childhood memories and a lot of my experiences, be it with my friends, be it with my fellow artists whom I've struggled with, whom I've started my journey with. And I assembled all of them and tried to write something, and that's where I actually became a singer-songwriter.
Acha, I really want to ask you, Gurmana, this has always been on my mind. This is a very famous phrase said about artists, and I think the movie Rockstar really put that on the map as well. When they say, जब तक दिल नहीं टूटता है, तब तक artist के अंदर से आवाज़ नहीं निकलती है. You know, you have to really have had your heart broken at some point to really write such beautiful lyrics or come out with that sense of music in your mind. Is that true? Does that happen?
I feel like experiences teach you a lot of things, not only heartbreaks but a lot of things. So मेरे साथ तो I won't say that I can relate, but I feel like people know me for writing heartbreak songs and heartbreak verses. So I write them at the best, but I don't need to experience a heartbreak for that because I have that inbuilt. I can put myself in that situation while writing a song, and I can get in that zone and I can write. जितना एक टूटा दिल वाला बंदा लिख सकता है ना, उससे भी 10 times सारा टूटा लिख सकता हूँ. So my upcoming songs, all of them are heartbroken songs. So no one can tell that I haven't experienced something like that. But that's a skill I feel like, and that just grows once you grow up and like once you get those experiences.
That's good to know, and I hope your heart remains intact as well, because somebody as charming as you, I'm sure, is going to have a very interesting life, especially that you're just 17 at that point. So, Gurman, good luck to you. Before we let you go, since this is Holi Special, do you have a Holi Special in mind that you want to sing for our audience?
Absolutely. I'll just hum 2 lines from my very, very favorite song. रंग सारी गुलाबी चुनरिया रे, रंग सारी गुलाबी चुनरिया रे, मोहे मारे नजरिया सावरिया रे, मोहे मारे नजरिया सावरिया, रंग सारी रंग सारी गुलाबी चुनरिया रे, मुहे मारे नजरिया सावरिया, मुहे मारे नजरिया सावरिया रे. That's it.
Oh, Gurman, we could just go on and hear you forever, but I have a show to run. So we must take a break and we'll come back to more of this. Thanks so much for joining us. And guys, please follow him. Please support artists like these who are so passionate about what they do and they dedicate their life to what they really want. So please go out there, give some love to Gurman Singh. Welcome back. So, what are you planning to do this Holi weekend? Well, a lot of people have different things in mind. One thing, definitely for those who don't want to play colour, is IPL. Cricket fever has now gripped the nation once again with the 17th edition of IPL that kickstarts tonight in a surprise move. Now, there is Rituraj Gaikwad replacing the legendary MS Dhoni as the Chennai Super Kings captain. This news came in just last night and it has dropped like a bombshell before the IPL opener. So we wanted to understand from our colleagues in First Post what exactly is the story behind this, what does this mean? And this is Rupa Ramani.
Now he's an enigma. Just when you think you know him a little too well, Mahendra Singh Dhoni is bound to leave you completely perplexed and confused, and back to where you were when you met him years ago on a cricket ground covering the sport as a cub reporter. That was me more than a decade ago, but it is in keeping with the man, the cricketer that he's always been, full of surprises. So what's the latest then? MS Dhoni's bag of tricks. Just a day before the mega IPL opener between Chennai and Bengaluru franchises, the mega face-off in IPL 2024, comes a shocking revelation that MS Dhoni, Tala Dhoni as he's fondly called, will not lead his side anymore. Would you be surprised if I said it is such an MS Dhoni thing to do? The reveal was, of course, a post that the T20 League put up on their official handles of the 10 captains with the trophy. Here you thought there is Rishabh Pant coming back after a year of recovering from a near-death car crash, Pat Cummins, a new T20 captain, Hardik Pandya standing there in Mumbai jersey, another new captain in Shubman Gill in the Gujarat franchise, but the vision that has got everyone by surprise and of course that has grabbed everyone's attention, the man in yellow, not the long-haired MS Dhoni who's giving serious 2007 vibes, as you would expect, but the young opening bat, Rituraj Gaikwad, standing right next to the trophy. Well, what do you know? There is shock. There is utter disbelief. How could he even, and now, after a stellar 2023 title-winning performance? Then there is the realization, you as the fan are consoling yourself that he is still around, he will of course play. Who else can keep wickets and be that electrifying behind the stumps than this man? And then, of course, there's a smile because even if you, the fan, have not seen the man behind the cricketer, MS Dhoni has done enough. Laid the breadcrumbs, as they say, to reveal this side to him, the side that likes to surprise, to tease, to prank. Of course, right after that post, Chennai Super Kings came about, were very quick to respond after that post revealed everything, and they said MS Dhoni has handed over Chennai Super Kings captaincy to Rituraj Gaikwad ahead of the start of the Tata IPL 2024 season. Rituraj has been an integral part of Chennai Super Kings since 2019 and has played 52 matches in IPL during this period. And of course, what I'm hearing from sources here exclusively is that no one really knew, barring a couple, of this decision, and it was quite a shock to the entire team there. In fact, they had a team dinner just last night, where it always happens, and as you've heard in the past, all these team dinners, MS always gives a speech, there is a lot of conversations, there are some things that go about, and there is that gathering of the entire contingent, the squad, the players, the management that come under one roof and celebrate a season that they're looking forward to. And there was no hint of this to follow. But before I tell you about what he was like in that Chennai dressing room as skipper, let us get the numbers out of the way to just show what Rituraj is up against. He's been the most prolific captain for the side. Probably Rohit Sharma has been just as successful in the Mumbai franchise at the helm. MS Dhoni has only, to my knowledge, missed captaining Chennai franchise for just 4 matches. The last one was in 2019 and Suresh Raina stepped in then. It was in Chennai against the Hyderabad franchise. He's never missed a game thereafter. Now on to this surprise stepping down is in character, is in keeping with the MS Dhoni that we know. Remember when he stepped down from international cricket? It happened during the COVID season 2020. In fact, it was during the IPL prep because IPL that year was called off during the camps, and then of course they joined again in August before the season began in September in Dubai. So it was during that preparatory camp, just a few days before the team were to assemble in Dubai, MS Dhoni's announcement comes ringing through all social media platforms. And at exactly 7:29 p.m. on August 15, saying, as of that time, consider me retired, in his own words, with a video and what his favorite song was humming underneath. said a fefew things about the man, how quirky he could be, absolutely no one knew, and he did not tell anybody till that day. In fact, what I got to know later from a lot of the people and players close to him was that just before he was going to post that, he called them in the dressing room, said that he would do this as respect to them being around him at that moment. We hear Suresh Raina broke down into tears, and of course he also went ahead and did the same thing. And as always, so too did Raidu and a few other members who were there when he was announcing this. And he did it on a day that he holds dear, as army symbolizes an important place in his heart. Later, I got to know how, at the latest training session before the IPL was called off to be played in the UAE, MS Dhoni, of course, had done this and everyone had broken down. So, as we know, Suresh Raina followed the leader, and yes, we know how unpredictable MS Dhoni could be. He did the same thing years before that when the team was touring Australia in the middle of an intense test series against the hosts. Right after the Adelaide Test, MS Dhoni announced his retirement from Test cricket and Virat Kohli as the heir apparent. That was just as unexpected as his teammates and the support staff all were just as shocked. That is the enigma of MS Dhoni. I have shared some unbelievable moments with the man during his absolute peak. I was privileged to be around the CSK dressing room, to be around the time. He's a champion. He played to win. He's captain cool. But his team, especially the youngsters, adore, love him and look up to him as much as they feared him. The doors of his room always open, and his smile and jokes will always greet you every single day, no matter the day, no matter whether it was before an intense match or right after a win. The man taking charge, of course, Ruturaj Gaikwad, is someone who has grown up in this franchise. From being picked and groomed, being scared and tentative in the initial years, where he at one point couldn't even score more than one run, to now captaining the side, piling on the runs in confidence, Ruturaj has come a long way, and under, of course, MS Dhoni's guidance. I remember joking with him just last year that he will be the future captain, and it's all sort of laid in plan, because the franchise has a way of reposing faith and trying to groom leaders, even though MS Dhoni would always be the one true leader. Now, of course, they stumbled around when Ravindra Jadeja was appointed skipper for that season, and that, of course, resulted in quite a chaotic one. So this decision, if we care to pause and think really, makes a lot of sense. Ruturaj stepping up to the challenge was a while coming, and this had to happen. Just when you thought things were all going according to plan, MS Dhoni does this. And no matter how many days you spend getting to know him and spend memorable moments, picking up life lessons, he will still manage to surprise you. Memories that I will always cherish, post-match talks and conversations, quiet celebrations, playing table tennis together, speaking of his family and his child, learning the ways of the world, because many of the conversations with him, with MS Dhoni, always veered towards the philosophical, which explains his captaincy too. There's always method in the calm madness. And that is what he is. You think you know him, but do you really?
But do you really? That's Captain Cool, and now Captain Unpredictable, really. Or one person who's just, really surprising people with this movie. Still don't know a lot of details about what really happened over there. But keep a track on our website, on our YouTube channel to get the latest on that. But getting back to the Holi mode, really, what's Holi without some ghar ka kalesh, as they say? Well, people who grew up in middle-class setups like me would know what I'm really talking about. More than gulal ka colors, it's the family dynamics that show the true colors, really. So watch Abhijit demonstrate what really goes behind the making of the perfect Holi celebration on Just a Disclaimer that the following snippets are inspired by true events, and any resemblance to any character is very, very intentional. Enjoy.
अरे ये नए महंगे कपड़े पहन के कहाँ जा रहे हैं होली खेलने के लिए? सब खराब हो जाएंगे। ये ले पोछे का कपड़ा पहन इधर।
है मम्मी, अरे ये दुकान से खोया की तरह लाओ गुजिया के लिए, बता दो सही। अरे मम्मी 100 ग्राम में तो 2 गुजिया भी नहीं बनेगी है। वो दीपू की मम्मी कितनी बढ़िया गुजिया बनाती है। आप मसाला इतना कम डालते हो कि हिलाने में ऐसे खिटखिट की आवाज आती गुजिया में से।
ना जी, इस बार है नहीं हमारी होली। वो क्या है ना कि हमारे फूफा जी के बहनोई के ननद के बड़ी बेटी के पति के साड़ू भाई पिछले साल खत्म हो गए ना, तो मना नहीं रही जी इस बार हम होली। अब देखो क्या कर सकते हैं जी, ऊपर वाले के आगे किसकी ही चली है नहीं। देखो सुनो, सब एक बात कान खोल के सुन लो, ठीक है? 400 रुपए किलो चल रहा है खोया, तो मैंने सिर्फ 10 गुजिया बनाई है खोए वाली, वो भी मेहमानों के लिए जो घर पे आएंगे गुलाल लगाने के लिए, ठीक है? वो कोई मत खाना। घर वालों के लिए सूजी वाली गुजिया बनाई है, तो सिर्फ वही खाना। किसी ने अगर खोए वाली गुजिया खाई तो चाटे मार मार के खत्म कर दी।
अरे अंकल जी डरो मत, थोड़ा सा गुलाल लगाएंगे शगुन के लिए, है ना? भाई वो सिल्वर पेंट निकालिए, सिल्वर पेंट। अरे अंकल रुको सी।
बेटे देखो मेरी बात सुन, गंदगी नहीं बात बेटे, गुलाल लगा लो, है पानी पानी बेटे, मान देखो होली आ गई है लेकिन पानी देखो जी अभी भी बहुत ठंडा है, बहुत ठंडा पानी अभी भी है नहीं। और क्या है कि कल से मेरे को ऐसा बुखार से हरारत जैसी लग रही है, हरारत तबियत में बेटे। सुनिए बहन जी, ये दही बड़े के ऊपर आपने कश्मीरी मिर्च डाली का बड़ा सुंदर कलर आ रहा है। अच्छा आपका बड़ा बेटा गुलाल गिरा गया गलती से इसके ऊपर। अच्छा
भाई दीपू तो बिलीव करेगा, हमारे गांव में ना आज भी अंडे और गोबर से खेलते हैं होली।
अरे बेटे गुलाटी अंकल के लिए मैं एक बढ़िया सा होली का मैसेज टाइप कर रहा था, तो एक बार देखिए जरा ये ठीक लिखा है कि नहीं है। जीवन में आपके रंग बने रहे, खुशियां और उमंग बने रहे। सुन बुटू, ये थोड़ा सा नारियल तेल लगा के जा होली खेलने के लिए, नहीं तो कान के पीछे से तेरा रंग निकलता ही नहीं। इधर आना, इधर मिल जाए आपको खुशियों की पिचकारी, दूर हो जाए परेशानियां सारी। बरामदे में देखो जरा पूरा पानी पानी पानी। अरे गेट के बाहर जाके खेलो ना होली। बिट्टू पाइप लाना जरा। भाई बनी रहे आपके सेहत की गुजिया, दोस्ती हमारी जैसे शाम की चाय और आलू भुजिया।
प्रशांत काका, ये बेबी इनको देखो कितना साफ लग रहा। भाई प्लीज यार, मैं ऑलरेडी 3 बार नहा चुका हूँ। अरे तो कोई बात नहीं, हमारे लिए एक बार और नहा लियो, इधर आ तो सही यार।
गुलाटी साहब खुशियों से भर जाए आपकी झोली। हैप्पी होली, हैप्पी होली, हैप्पी होली। है बेटे कैसा है?
अरे पापा जी, जब तक आपका मैसेज खत्म हुआ तब तो दिवाली आ गई। अब दिवाली पे लिखो कुछ।
ओहो लंबा हो गया मैसेज ना।
Well, so relatable, especially the holy forwards, the endless holy forwards that we all get. But to all your Gujia lovers like me, those were some behind the scene versions of Holi. Did it strike a chord? Well, do you relate? Write into us and let us know as well. We'll take your feedback to Abhijit and, you know, tell him to get some inspiration from that as well. On that note, we've come towards the end of our Holi special. As you can see, I am waiting to wrap up the show so I can dive in and eat all these sweets, but not before we leave you with some Holi nostalgia. Every time you think of Holi, there is one particular song that comes to mind. There's one particular voice that comes to mind. It is that of Sudesh Bhosle. So we sat down with him and we tried to understand from him and, you know, take us down the memory lane on what Holi has always been like in Bollywood, outside as well. So take a look, enjoy it, replay it, go to our YouTube channel, pause it, relive it, and have a very, very happy Holi. Have a safe one as well. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.
अरे रंग बरसे भी गए, चुनर वाले रंग बरसे। अरे किन मारी पिचकारी तोरी, अरे भीगी अंगिया, रंग रसिया हो। अंग से अंग लगाना आ सजन, हमें ऐसे रंग लगाना। मुझे कहीं भी रंग लगाना या नहीं लगाना। हैप्पी होली आ आ आ। First of all, thank you for calling me on this auspicious day. On behalf of my family, I wish all the viewers a very happy Holi. Holi is a very favorite festival of all our Indians, not only Indians but all over the world. It is like celebrated with lot of fun and happiness. मेरी जो होली की यादें हैं, ऐसा है कि बचपन में वही देखते थे कि रंग उड़ाना, अगले पहले ही रात को लाइक होली जलाना और दूसरे दिन रंग पंचमी. तो देर आर फ्यू मेमोरीज. आई वॉज अ वेरी शाय पर्सन, सो मुझे वो रंग वंग गीला होना पसंद नहीं था, लेकिन फिर भी कभी कभी खेलता था होली. when my friends used to come to my house and pull me out from my closed room, and then I was forced to play Holi or participate in Holi festivals. And उसके बाद ऐसा हुआ कि धीरे धीरे मुझे भी थोड़ा अच्छा लगने लगा. हमारे कॉलोनी के फ्रेंड्स और जैसा आप देखते कि हमारे बिल्डिंग के नीचे जो रोड है, हमारे पूरे कॉलोनी के लोग आते हैं. फिर कभी कभी हम लोग मतलब होली जलाते हैं, मेरे ही हाथों जलाते हैं होली. और नेक्स्ट डे हम लोग ऐसी होली मनाते कि रंग वंग तो होता है और भांग वांग होती है, समोसे वड़े जलेबी. मैं भांग वांग पीता नहीं हूँ, तो लेकिन फिर भी वो दिन होता है हमारी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री के बारे में अगर कहा जाए तो जैसे पहले राज कपूर साहब की होली बहुत फेमस थी, फिर दिलीप साहब की, और जब मैं इस इंडस्ट्री में आया 80s में तो बच्चन साहब की होली बड़ी फेमस हुआ करती थी। और बहुत फॉर्चुनेट हूँ कि he had invited me and my family also. And a few days before the holy day, we had recorded a song for Major Sahab. Adesh Srivastav had recorded a song in my voice where Amit ji was present. तो 2 दिन पहले होली के हमने रिकॉर्ड किया था गाना, एक पंजाबन कुड़ी पटाखा दिल चुरा के ले गई है, सोना सोना और दिल मेरा सोना। तो उस दिन बच्चन साहब ने क्या किया, वो अनमिक्स सॉन्ग, उसमें सिर्फ वो जैसे वो शादी में ताशा बैंड बार और सोना सोना दिल मेरा, और वो गाना प्ले किया, किसी को पता नहीं ये क्या गाना है कौन, और बच्चन साहब और अभिषेक जी पूरे होली पार्टी में यही गाना बज रहा था बिफोर द रिलीज। और जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि जब होली होती है तो जब से हम जानते हैं कि कौन सा गाना पॉपुलर है आज भी और अगले 1000 साल तक पॉपुलर रहेगा, और वो है सिलसिला का बच्चन साहब का गाया हुआ, शिव हरी जी ने म्यूज़िक डायरेक्शन किया है। लेकिन ओरिजिनली ये गाना एक फोक है जो अमित जी के पिताजी हरिवंश राय बच्चन जी ने लिखा है कि हे रंग बरसे भीगे चुनर वाले रंग बरसे, और किन मारी पिचकारी तोरी हर भीगी अंगिया, रंग रसिया हो, रंग बरसे भीगे जुनर वाले रंग बरसे, ओ रंग बरसे भीगे जुनर वाले रंग बरसे, आ रंग बरसे भीगे चुनर वाली रंग बरसे हिया। तो ये गाना मतलब कितने भी नए गाने आए होली के, तो ये गाना मतलब इस गाने को कोई क्रॉस नहीं कर सकता। कई जगह मुझे बुलाया जाता है, कोई क्लब होता है, कोई पॉलिटिकल लीडर होते हैं कि आइए हमारा एज अ गेस्ट आइए, तो वहाँ हमको जाना ही पड़ता है। स्पेशली गोरेगांव जहाँ मैं रहता हूँ वहाँ तो 3-4 जगह मुझे जाना पड़ता है, और बस ये रंग बरसे होता है, और रंग बरसे को जोड़ के मैं जुम्मा चुम्मा देते जुम्मा देते चुम्मा, फिर वो तो होता है, उसके बगैर गाने ने। और किशोरदा के गाने जो होली के नहीं हैं फिर भी यार दीवानो मुझे पहचानो, तो जितने भी मतलब लेडीज़ हो या जेंट्स सब अपने आप को अमिताभ बच्चन समझने लगते हैं। और फिर कहाँ से आया मैं हूँ डॉन, और थोड़ा थोड़ा फिर आपस में मौके ढूंढते रंग लगाने के। तो मुझे हर साल मुंबई में कम से कम 5-6 जगह जाना पड़ता है। और दूसरा एक अमित जी का ही गाना है जो जुम्मा चुम्मा या रंग बरसे के बाद, अरे होरी खेले रघुवीरा अवध में होरी खेले रघुवीरा, हाय हिलमिल आवे लोग लुगाई, भाई महारन के बीरा अवध में होरी खेले रघुवीरा। फिर आज न छोड़ेंगे बस हम जोली, खेलेंगे हम होली, खेलेंगे हम होली, चाहे भीगे ही खा खा ही हा हा, चाहे भीगे तेरी चुनरिया, चाहे भीगे रे चोली, खेलेंगे हम होली। और जाते जाते मेरा अपना गाया हुआ गीत फिल्म डर से जो मैंने अनुपम खेर साहब के लिए गाया था वही आपको सुना रहा हूँ। धूम मचाइए, हैप्पी होली। अंग से अंग लगाना सजन हमें ऐसे रंग लगाना, अंग से अंग लगाना आ सजन हमें ऐसे रंग लगाना, मुझे कहीं भी रंग लगाना या नहीं लगाना। हैप्पी होली आ आ आ।
K. Kavita. She has been arrested and whisked away by the Enforcement Directorate. She's also obviously extremely upset right now, given the fact that others in the Liquorgate scam have not really had their way in the court of law.
Mr. Sen, the election commissioners were always selected by the Prime Minister earlier as well. In fact, now there is a 3-member committee. It wasn't so always.
Why should we believe that just like Bengal was a breakout for the BJP in 2019, that the South will not be one for the BJP this time?
Mr. Vivek Srivastava, you are not, as per your political ideology, allowed to define any religious faith. So don't attach any meaning to it without understanding what Hindutva actually is, sir.
Before and 3 to 4 days after you've played Holi. So if you really want to look super at any of your Holi Milan parties, please ensure you're only playing with herbal colors and please ensure you have a good sunblock on. And importantly, and this is a tip I think everybody forgets, you have to keep reapplying the sunblock every 2 hours because it loses its impact after that. So that's how you do it in middle of colors is something I don't have an answer to. So please figure it out. And
I don't think that's possible. I don't think you can apply it between the colors because you already have color on your face. That's not a good, that's not. So better to play it, have a short duration of your contact with the colors. You can enjoy elsewhere, you can enjoy in different ways, you know. So don't expose yourself too much for maybe more than an hour or 2 hours. I think that really helps.
Okay, if you can apply it, good for you. If you can't, God bless you as well. So also the idea is in middle of all of this, just remember to also have fun. The day is designed to sort of, you know, they keep saying Bura na mano Holi hai. So just remember that as well. Remember the spirit of Holi. But a bit of caution here and a bit of tips to ensure that you actually go out and have fun over there. So thank you, Dr. Vandana, for that.
You're most welcome.
Introduce our expert in the studio, Dr. Vandana Punjabi, senior consultant dermatologist at the Nanavati Max Super Speciality Hospital in Mumbai is here with us. And how lovely is she looking in those holy colors herself. Good morning, Dr. Vandana. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Very well. I must say, Dr. Vandana, is this the busiest time in the year for you where people come after they've had a good time or before they want to come have a good time and ensure that nothing goes, you know, haywire? Like our friends in Money Control were also saying that why spoil your skin, why spoil your hair for just about a couple of hours of fun? But there is a safe way to play Holi as well. Could you share some tips with our viewers on particularly what to do with hair, since that's such a major issue? What to do? Some people wear bandanas, others find it very ugly to do so. They just want to go haywire, make fun reels, as that's the biggest trend these days, playing colors. So what do you recommend to be done with hair?
So yeah, I mean, I do agree that you have to take care of your skin and hair. Even though you're going to be playing for a short time, you should see that your hair is tied, you know, with a bandana or a scarf or a cap. So that, you know, you're having the least exposure of the colors to your scalp so that it doesn't cause irritation. One thing I would like to tell my viewers is that you avoid oil application. They can apply a light serum. A lot of times people apply oil on their scalp or hair, and this can cause irritation, folliculitis, because the hair is tied with the oil for a long time and probably it's covered with a cap and, you know, they are soaked with water. So that causes a lot of irritation. So they shouldn't be applying oil. A serum is good enough. And I think that works really well to take care of your hair when you're playing with the colors.
So the idea is to build a barrier, right? To build a barrier on your
correct.
scalp and hair so that the chemical doesn't penetrate.
That's right.
That's the whole idea.
Yes, that's
Okay,
right.
okay. So when it comes to post-care for hair then, what does one do? So you can be cautious and you can have some herbal colors and play just with that, but you can't control your friends and neighbors and family who will come and pour some pakka rang sometimes, sometimes something else on you. So for those who can't help and get out of the situation, what should they do?
A very good morning to all our viewers. You're watching the morning news on CNN News 18. I'm Anjali Pandey here to take you through all the latest news and developments from across the nation and around the world. And our top focus continues to remain on Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's arrest. Now, his arrest has happened in the Delhi Excise Policy case by the Enforcement Directorate. Kejriwal's arrest came after high drama unfolded outside the Chief Minister's residence yesterday. After the Delhi High Court denied the Delhi Chief Minister protection from arrest, the ED team reached the Chief Minister's residence where he was grilled by the agency for over 2 hours. In fact, Aam Aadmi Party leaders Saurabh Bhardwaj and Atishi